So we all have this level of performance anxiety or this level of fear or scared that comes with, being able to perform and play the game of basketball. And, you study enough of how to overcome fear and how to deal with the fear and the stress of like performing and doing what you're supposed to do. You listen to some motivational speakers, some gurus, and whoever, they'll say, "Hey, fear is not real." You'll hear them say that, turn your fear into excitement, and you're just really excited to be here. Not that you're so nervous, you're just excited. It's true, it's valid. Don't get me wrong. Like I said before, you hear the Jordans and the Kobe's, and they'll say, "Hey, fear is not real." Get the famous line from the Will Smith movie After Earth, and fear is not real. It's just a thing we made up in our mind, so on and so forth. It's also very true. But I dug a little bit deeper into the archives and listened to what Kobe will say about it and Jordan will say about it. Um, and ultimately, fear is real, but fear is not real at the same time. So the first half of it, where they say fear is not real, I get it. You make up this thing in your brain of what you're afraid of. You make this thing out to be bigger than what it actually is or what it's supposed to be. Okay. But there's the other half of it where Cole was like, yo, I got a Lakers uniform on, bro. I'm living up to the standard and the I'm carrying the torch now of what Magic and James Worthy and Kareem held, of what Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain and Elgin Baylor had to carry the torch of what it means to be a Laker. It's a lot. It was a lot. But instead of just being fearful of it, instead of just being like, oh man, I don't know if I can do it, I don't know if I got it, whatever, his mindset was a little bit different on how he approached and how he handled it. Y'all got to remember too, he said, I'm coming after Jordan. I'm coming after that guy. I'm doing what he did, and I'm going to be better than that. So there's another level of weight put onto him. So, but what he would do was Jordan said this too. What he said was, I had to outwork my fear. I had to work so hard and train so hard that fear became not real. The fear became non-existent now. So I think that's the order of it. I have fear. I have this misconception. What if I'm not able to perform and do what I'm supposed to do? What if I'm not able to go out and win a championship this year? What if I'm able to not drop 30 and perform and help my team win and get the championship and get to this level and get to this round? What if I'm not able to, that doubt does creep in. But what they did was, instead of just leaning away from it, it's like, oh, I'm scared of this, so I'm just gonna stay away from it. No, they lean into it. Say, hey, I'm here. What's up? I'm not gonna let this outdo me and get to a point where I'm not able to perform now. They lean into the fear and say, okay, I, I gotta perform, so I'm gonna make sure I do perform. That man said, all right, bet. I'm gonna train so hard and work so hard that this fear doesn't exist when it's time to show up. So here's how you can actually use what they're saying to make it make sense. This is my interpretation of the situation. When you're training and when you're practicing, you have to train with that fear. I'm fearful of not being able to take the game winner. I'm fearful of not being able to perform and show like I should. So when I'm training, I am fighting that doubt and that thought of not being able to perform and show what I should do. So that's where you hear them say that uh I would work so hard to I work so hard to where that fear is not real. That's what that came into. But then when the game time came, they trained and prepared for this moment to where now it doesn't exist, because I've worked this shot, I've worked this move, I worked this situation in these moments so many times before. So now game time is nothing. It's nothing new. The game time is another rep to get it in. So that's where the fear became not real. That's when the fear just became. That's piece of when the fear became not this physical thing. It's really just cognitive and what I'm thinking and going through my brain. So you have to train and work and prepare. Like, that's what the whole mindset is. Train like you're the worst on the team, but play like you're the best. Train like you're about to get cut tomorrow and say, hey, if you don't perform, you ain't training hard enough, we're gonna have to let you go. But go out with the confidence and the fearlessness that you are the number one guy, that you're the franchise player of this high school team or the AU team, whatever, that you're just the next level GOAT. When you go out there, pretend like Maya Moore, Candace Parker, Lisa Leslie, Dana Taurasi, Sue Bird gonna have to see you. You at the table with them, it's like, what's up? That's the confidence mindset you need to have. But you need to train like you're not even in that stratosphere. So you have to outwork the fear of whatever you're going through in your brain. That fear is there for you to lean into, but you have to stand on top and say, hey, I'm the champion here. I'm going to outwork you to where I'm golden now. So outwork your fear. Don't work under it. Don't work around it. Outwork it. Look, let's be serious, man. Stop playing around. All right. You didn't got too comfortable. You didn't got relaxed. You forgot that you still got people behind you chasing you right now. You still got people to catch up to. You think just because you won a championship or you had a pretty good game last time that you can relax now. We ain't worry about none of that stuff. Your goal right now is to look at how you were yesterday. Look at the player you were last night. Figure out how to be better than that person. Right now is you versus you. Your goal right now is to make progress in the person that you were last night, the person that you were yesterday. The person this week should be the person from last week. The person this month should be the person from last month. On the court and off the court. Personal development too. So right now, progress is the only goal. We ain't worried about what other people got going on. Focus on progress. It's you versus you. It's me versus me. So that right there is your mission. That's your goal. I don't care about who say the best in state is. I don't care about any of that. Your goal right now is to be better than you were yesterday. I don't care if you struggling to make the team. I don't care if you the last player they're looking at to make the team. We ain't worry about none of that. Your goal right now is to be better than you were yesterday. I don't care if you're the number one player in the nation. Could care less. Your goal right now is to be better than you were yesterday. So go ahead and get you one of these. Because you need that reminder, because you got too comfortable. That's the issue. You got too comfortable. This can't get you comfortable right here. So go ahead, get you a reminder, get you like a flag hanging as a reminder to say progress is the only goal.